Uh, hey everybody in YouTube land. I'm just making a video to show you some of the stuff I make on Patreon. I hope somebody's out there listening to this. I've got a really crazy setup. I've got my phone on a tripod. It's being held on with an elastic, and I've actually got a Sharpie angling it just right. And I don't know, but I think probably the top of my head is cut off, but there's not really much I can do about that. Yeah, so this is my first video. Yeah, so here we go. I just wanted to, what I was trying to explain, what my problem was, I was trying to write out these paper minis, because I just did paper minis. First time I've ever done paper minis, but I'm planning on continuing to make them because they're a lot of fun, and I love drawing monsters. So it's a great excuse to draw monsters. And so I was trying to think of, well, how can I show people what it is I'm trying to make like this? Because I've got a vision in my head. I mean, or an idea in my head of how I like to play games, how other people probably do too, how some people anyway. And so I just thought I'd make a video and show you how I do it. So the paper minis, this is a big worm guy that I made, and a frog guy, and a owl guy, wrong owl guy. See, a mammoth, the dwarf mammoth, which I thought was kind of a neat idea, right? To have a dwarf mammoth. Oh, where is he? A lizard character, like a lizard man kind of idea. And a skeleton and an owl guy. I've got names for these guys, but of course I can't remember them because in one ear out the other. These are bonus ones for the $2 patrons. Which, by the way, big shout out to all my patrons. Thank you so much for sticking with me and supporting me in all of this. Yeah, because you guys are awesome. You guys are making this happen. So, oh, what else do I have? I have a, of course he's gone. Where is he? Oh, this is the regular one. This is just going to be with the regular mini, and then this is the dark, so the skeleton and the dark, evil kind of looking, owl guy. Yeah, so, all these minis, and these minis. Now, what I do with these minis is I use something called Cardboard Heroes, the stands for them are like this, little triangular pieces. I don't know if you could see that or not, but so what happens is you have to press on them. You kind of hold it in both your fingers like that, and you press, and it kind of opens them up. So you can open it up, and you can kind of squeeze them in there. And they work really well. They stay attached. That's what I like about them, is they grab right on and they hold the figures right there. In fact, I play with Pathfinder minis too in my game, which Pathfinder has nothing to do with me. I just use them in my game. But I don't much like the Pathfinder bases. So, because I just find the guys fall out of them kind of easy and whatever. But these things just grab right on. So I'll use these even with the Pathfinder ones, right? So, but if you don't want to use Pathfinder ones, or if you don't want to use the disposable hero ones, then what you can do is you can use the Pathfinder ones, because these guys will actually fit in there too, like that, right? And then you can use them. So if you're already used to using the Pathfinder ones, oh, in fact, I've got a Pathfinder one already set up on the lizard guy there. Please don't sue me, Paizo. I didn't know. I'm not making any claims against you. So there we go. Yeah. So that's how I do it anyway. And what I do is I'll take them and I print them out. There's a black silhouette on one side, and then they're showing on the other side the image of them. And I put them on. I print them out on paper, and then I use spray glue. And I spray down the back of the paper, and I glue them onto a bristle board. And then I score the top, and I just fold them over. And then they can fit right in there. Yeah, so I like using paper minis. I use the Pathfinder ones and some other ones, and I just find them really awesome because you can get a whole variety, and you can print out as many as you want. Like if I need 50 of these skeleton guys, I can just print them out if I need that many, which would be insane. It'd be at least a second level encounter if there were 100, and that's but I like the actual 3D the paintable miniatures. It's just I don't have time to do it, right? And I think a lot of people probably don't. So I was just going to show you there's one other option you can do too with these, and that's you can paint not paint. I'm rushing. I'm nervous, right? You gotta give me a break here. This is my first video. Okay, so I put a little bit of glue on and then squish it, and it creates what I call the tent one, and they'll stand too, right? So, in fact, this one I'm thinking I might just trim a little bit off because he kind of looks like he's floating in the air, right? When he's sitting on there, so I might actually chop more off of there because I still want to use these, but I find them handy. Yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to explain how those work, and while I'm at it, I might as well explain how the tiles work, because I don't know, I show pictures and stuff of the tiles, I don't know if it's really getting the concept across. So I just figure I'll throw them in the video too, right? So the tiles are printable, and what I do is I print them and I use spray glue, and then I put them on this foam board, right? And I've got 8x8 tiles, which the reason I like 8x8 is because they don't slide around that much. Like even on this table, which is like a really slidey kind of table, they actually kind of stick here, right? And they don't slide around that much. And then you put paper minis on them, it works quite. Got it backwards. The stairs go this way. Yeah. So, and this could be an archway, or I could put a door there. I don't have a door around here. But anyway, if I had a door one, I could put a door there. And it's the entrance for the dungeon. And what I like about these is that on the fly, I can just build stuff. Like here, I've got this one here. So this is for a statue or something. And so I like to use 3D printed statues or minis for statues. So I can put a statue there. And then, have a couple figures. Maybe there's a evil monster guy and maybe a bird guy. Maybe they work together. Anyway, and so the party can come in and adventure, whatever, and it's kind of fun, right? The thing I like about using tiles like this is that it allows me as a DM or GM, depending on what system I'm playing, it just allows me to make a dungeon really fast on the fly. So I don't have to worry about laying it out at first, because these just kind of lend themselves, once you print up a bunch of them, just lend themselves to just quickly on the fly laying out a dungeon. I don't know. I find it works quite well, quite easily. Like for example, here I've got this hallway continuing on here. I might want it to branch off into a smaller hallway going, this way, or maybe I want to add more. Maybe there's stairs going down. Maybe, yeah, that's kind of a neat idea. All right, so the heroes can come in. Yeah, I hope there's no monsters in here, but lots of treasure. Is that what every player hopes? That's why being a GM's so fun. Okay, so then oh look, there's stairs going down here, right? So that's kind of neat. So there's an archway, stairs going down. So what do the players do? They're going to continue. It's just. And you can just lay stuff out like that. Really fast, really neat, simple. Kind of the way I like to play. I don't like to have too much planned, Like I'll have some ideas in my head. What kind of monsters will be on this level, and what kind, maybe a trap or two or something like that I could put in. Maybe there's a secret passage behind here. And so if they find it, I'll use this piece and put it behind here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of idea. So that's the idea with the tiles. Now on my Patreon, which I'm, you can find me at Stephen Joy on Patreon. I've also got larger battle maps like that, and ones like these on there as well, which they can be connected up to the the 8x8 battle maps. Now these are a different color, they're kind of a different style, but they still work. They'll still connect up. I may try and find this style again and make a bunch of tiles using exactly the specific color type. If that kind of thing bugs you, where the colors are out a little bit, you maybe, you know, my Patreon might annoy you a bit, because I don't really, well, it isn't that I don't pay attention to it. The problem is that getting consistent color with printers is just nigh on impossible. And I don't have a great printer, and I can't afford the equipment to calibrate my screen with my printer and all that stuff, so I do my best. I try my hardest. So yeah, that's all I have to show you. I just thought I'd make a video, my first vlog thing. Maybe I'll do it again. This is kind of fun. My elastic held up, my camera didn't fall down. Hopefully I got all of my head in the shot. I'm not sure, can you see me? I'm sure I'm forgetting something. As soon as I turn this thing off, I'm like, right, I didn't mention. But yeah, that's how it works. So, yeah, okay. Talk to you later.